Prigozhin says Wagner Group may soon cease to exist, as it's running out of Wagnerites.
Here's a summary of the article.
Yevgeny Prigozhin, the owner of the private military company Wagner, has stated that the Wagnerites are running out, and the company may soon cease to exist. Quote, "As of today, we are approaching the point where the Wagner private military company is ending. And in a short time, Wagner will cease to exist." Details. Told that statements like this would be demoralizing for Russians, the Wagner leader answered that he would say it again. Prigozhin claimed that the Wagnerites would go down in history. Recently, Wagner Group leader Yevgeny Prigozhin called on the Russian authorities to declare the so-called special military operation over and concentrate on consolidating its hold on the occupied territories of Ukraine. Prigozhin concluded by saying that the best scenario for Russia would be a huge battle with Ukraine. Ri Yusov, a representative of Defense Intelligence of Ukraine's Ministry of Defense, believes that Prigozhin's remarks reflect the mood of Russia's political and military elite, and now there are many tiny cracks in the Kremlin that will only get wider.
This post received a score of 5,000, with an upvote ratio of 95%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
News like this never gets old, like Wagner employees. Lots of conscripted prisoners about to receive their last Wagnerites.
He also promised not to use artillery while international journalists are in Bakhmutsk, and that turned out to be a joke. I wouldn't trust a word he says.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure most of what this guy says is just intended to obfuscate and mislead. I'm really curious if these negative headlines like this ever get seen in Russia or are just intended to distort international opinion.
Well, that's cute, they call the dead Wagnerites. I've just been calling them wankers.
Wagnerites. Wow, this seems big. Not only is he admitting Wagner has taken massive casualties, but he's also openly calling for an end to the war. Better watch out for open windows.
Unfortunately, it's just a play for the public's sad face. He is moving his members to Africa.
Just as Putin intended, can be letting the PMCs get too large and threaten the Russian government.
Just keep fertilizing the sunflowers, you vile, raping mercenaries.
Don't trust these claims. This group is also in Africa causing division and civil war.
Get your butt back in the kitchen, Prigozhin.
Wagnerite sounds like such an insult.
And Gazprom mercenaries are in the fight now. Not only battling Ukrainians, but they're going after Wagners too.
I really wouldn't put too much stock in that. The point of fracturing the PMC space was to undermine Prigozhin, not the overall Russian forces. I'm sure there have been some low-level clashes, but if Gazprom was programmatically attacking Wagner, heads would roll.
I don't think so. We'll have to wait and see. I'm kind of thinking this is Putin's way of getting rid of Prigozhin. I'm not so convinced those two kissed and made up as reports indicate.
Getting rid of Prigozhin would not be a sound strategy. I don't think anyone is under the impression Putin has forgiven the insubordination, but he definitely understands the importance of Wagner to the Silovikis. Blatant attacks on Prigozhin will be seen as aggression towards that faction. If you killed the leader of a pack of animals, they'll see you as a threat. If you can bring their leader to heel, they become easier to control.
Prigozhin is pretty popular among pro-invasion group. They see them as no bullshit honest man that finally does things he promises, fights for his people to get ammunition, and instead of your conscript son he drafted an ex-con that has a chance to die on the front lines too, killing two birds with one stone. I saw a lot of messages asking him to be the next president lol.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.